We are counting down the days to RebelCon, and virtual passes are now available at an early bird discount of $200 off the normal ticket price. This virtual pass gets you live access to all general sessions with our expert keynote speakers, as well as links to view the sessions later. This deal will end soon, so get your RebelCon virtual passes now. Hit the QR code for more info or visit rebelcon.marketrebellion.com.
Welcome back, folks. Again, John Najarian, winding up another week over here in Europe. One reason I'm here instead of back in Chicago or Puerto Rico is that there's a lot of problems with 787 Dreamliners lately. I know of 3 that have been taken out of service, just saying. And luckily, they were able to reschedule us on a flight home on Saturday. So I'm still enjoying the city of lights and the city of love, which is Paris, of course, after being in Madrid and Croatia up and down the coast. So you're lucky enough to be joining us on the week's wind-up for 3 at 3, August 12th. Expiration if you have weekly options. And unusual option activity is where we are looking for calls that were bought aggressively on the offer or puts that were bought on the offer. The reason we follow buying instead of selling is that you get a levered return when you purchase an option. When you sell an option, you can only get the amount that you received in premium. So if somebody thinks they have time-critical information, normally they want to be rewarded for that information with leverage. And that's why they buy calls when it's bullish, puts when it's bearish. Here's an example from yesterday. Pfizer, talked about it, bullish, 25,000 November 50 calls. This hit yesterday with the stock below 49. Today it moves to almost 50. And 2.5 million share equivalent is why we're so bullish on it. And I haven't sold anything against my calls yet. Why have I not done that yet? Because I do always trade them 1-to-1. I do that when we're in the final 2 months or more or less the 6 weeks leading up to the option's expiration. And I do that because of the rapid time decay that works against the option buyer if you choose to be that. So since this is way out in November, I've got basically the full month of September and October and then November, 3 months out. Yeah, that's why I haven't sold anything against it yet. I'm going to let them run a little bit, see if I can play this one out for a bigger score. Speaking of big scores, the Rebel's Edge is getting great reviews on the streamers right now. I'd encourage you guys to check it out. We are out Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. My brother Pete, over there on the right of your screen, I'm over there on the left. And we do the Rebel's Edge. Top stories of the day. We hit unusual option activity and then just a little sports to wind it up. And Pete actually has a show that airs on WCCO AM 830 up in Minnesota. It's an Odyssey network. So if you have the Odyssey app on your cell phone, well, you can listen to Pete. He's on Sundays from 10 until noon Central Time with the Sports Huddle. So you can check that out too. But Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, 1 p.m. is when we do the Rebel's Edge. How about this one? AES. So this is a utility. And as you see, we cited it when it was just below 23. It's moving up towards 25 nicely. And 7,200 of those August 24 calls were purchased. They have 1 more week to live. So I am aggressively selling those 25 calls on up against my lower strike calls. And I'll be out of the trade probably by the middle of next week, I anticipate, unless it just keeps running and the calls that I've written go in the money. Then both sides, the long side and the short side, would be in the money, takes the position away, and I make the difference between the strike prices. You want to learn how to do that? Just go over to marketrebellion.com/get started. All right, VERU still moving higher. As you see, up another 3.7% today. Talked about it the last couple of days that we bought it initially on the 3rd of August and then the 4th of August. And this one has worked out spectacularly well. Speaking of spectacular, RebelCon 2022. You can join us at the Four Seasons Resort and Casino at Las Colinas. It's in Dallas, Texas. Go check it out, folks. Go to marketrebellion.com/Dallas to check it out. September 21st through the 24th, we are nearly sold out. How do you know? You'll see in a couple slides. I'll show you. But we are nearly sold out. So if you just want to get on the wait list, wait a couple more days, and that's all you'll be able to do is get on the wait list. And in the meantime, I would encourage those of you who aren't procrastinators to sign up now, marketrebellion.com/Dallas. All right, let's get a little Kinder Morgan action. KMI. Kinder Morgan, pipeline operator, moves crude oil through those pipelines. They get paid, basically whether crude oil is hot or not, they get paid moving through the pipelines because you got to heat it up. So there's some art to this, just like you got to have those turbines to move gas through natural gas pipelines. But Kinder Morgan, 1866 was the stock, and the August 1950 calls, about 90 cents out of the money. I am in these calls at the lower strike, and I will sell upper strike against it. Why? Because, again, we're in the final 6 weeks when that decay curve really works against the buyer, in this case, me. So I want to make sure that I sell options against the options that I purchased. Second trade, MNST. MNST, bullish calls, $89 stock. There are 3,000 of the 92s. So basically say it's, in the neighborhood of $2.70 out of the money. I want to buy at the monies, and I will sell upside calls against it. These calls expire next Friday. So be aware, deep end of the pool, anybody that wants to trade this is with me in the deep end of the pool, because you really have to understand time decay if you're trading options. If you're trading stock, that's a perpetual. You can hold on to that. But if you're trading options, you've got just days to be right. Finally, JETS. This is the ETF for the airline industry. JETS is the symbol. 1877. They're buying August 1950 calls. So all of these are August expiration. All of them are going to experience rapid time decay. So if you do buy options, be aware that you're going to need to sell an option against it when you're trying to lock in profits. And if you're cutting losses, do that quickly as well, because you can't let these go all the way back down to zero. These options only have a few days next week to be something or nothing. So that's the way it is for any option with only 1 week of time left in its trade. That's going to do it for us today, folks. I'd encourage you to sign up for the in-person RebelCon, but if you don't, September 21st through 24th, we do have virtual RebelCon tickets that are now on sale. And if you go to our site, marketrebellion.com/Dallas, you can sign up now and you get $200 off. $200 off if you buy it before August 25th. That's for the virtual ticket to Market Rebellion's virtual RebelCon. It will still be live and in person, but there's only a few of those seats left. I told you. So make sure that if you'd like to attend, you put your name down for live attendance now. But if you're somebody who either can't attend or doesn't know if you're going to be able to get that much time to be able to get down to Dallas, get the virtual ticket. You'll get a recording of everything we do and $200 off until August 25th. Well, it's Paris after all. So, yep, little champagne to kick the night off. I hope wherever you are around the world that things are great and that you're experiencing a lovely summer. We certainly are enjoying ourselves. I mean, imagine being stuck in Paris on the airline's dime. Oh, it's just terrible, isn't it? Anyway, folks, I'll see you soon right back here on Market Rebellion Television. Have a great weekend.